Hello everyone, I am trying a new air fryer recipe, new to me anyway, from this air fryer cookbook I got a couple months ago. I happen to have a box of this pasta in the pantry, and when I was flipping through this, I saw it was using the same style. And so for whatever reason, someone got the idea to air fry it. I'm not for sure if it's supposed to be like a crispy chip because you actually cook it, boil it in water first before you cook it in the air fryer. So I'm kind of thinking it's gonna be like a toasted ravioli minus the meat inside. So we're gonna give it a shot. And to be on the safe side, I am making meatballs on the side just in case this doesn't quite work out. So we'll be having meatballs with tomato sauce and these air fried bow ties. So first thing is they say cook the pasta al dente. I got my water boiling, so we'll get that in. And it usually says on the box al dente, usually like 6 to 7 minutes. We have the al dente pasta. I cooked that whole box. That box was 12 ounces. This recipe says 8 ounces. I don't want to overload my air fryer. So this is what I'm going to put in the air fryer. And then this leftover pasta, I'm just going to save that for like my lunch this week as leftovers. So it's olive oil, Parmesan cheese, salt, garlic powder, black pepper. Toss all that together and then cook in the air fryer at 390 for 10 to 12 minutes. Sounds interesting. Cook until lightly brown and crisp around edges, shaking occasionally. Honestly, yeah, I recommend this book. I found it at Ollie's. I think you can get it on Amazon. If you're, it's good like for an air fryer if you don't have any like ideas of what to cook in it. Like me, originally, I've had this air fryer for like 10 years, and for the first 9, all I ever cooked in it was French fries. So, making other stuff in it just, I don't know, I like it. Makes it more useful. I know a lot of people use their air fryer for almost everything. I have a stove and a microwave. I know not everyone has that, and that's why they use air fryers more often. Also for like, I don't know, I think just convenience, but I'm liking it. So let me get this all mixed together. All right, the pasta is tossed in all the spices. I've got it warmed up. Now we're gonna put it in here and cook it for 10 to 12 minutes. I didn't use like a liner. I'm still torn on whether I like the liners or not. So I'll just wash it. So I did stir it around a lot, and some definitely got cooked more than others. And if I felt like it, I might pick out like the raw ones and cook them longer. But I think we've got enough to get the idea. So definitely hard to get an even cook on them. Here are the homemade meatballs I made. And then this is pasta sauce. So I can tomato sauce at the end of every summer. And then Robert adds the spices to make it pasta sauce. And I just thought we'd have that to go with the chips. Robert's already tried the chips. He said it was interesting. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I like them. It reminds me of a toasted ravioli without the inside of the ravioli.
That's what I was thinking it was going to be. I just thought it was an interesting idea on to use up pasta that was just, in the pantry.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a quick taste test. And it's like a chip. It's like a cheese chip. A cheese chip. And dip it in my pasta sauce. I like it. Would I do it again? Probably not. Because I'm not like a huge snacker, and this seems like a snack to me, not a side. But it was an interesting idea. And if you like making your own chips, it would make a good party snack. Like if you were doing a charcuterie board where you wanted different ideas. I'm rethinking this as I talk out loud. This would make a great item for a charcuterie board. Okay, before I forget, the word I was looking for was cheese straws. It tastes like those homemade cheese straws that you get like at gas stations and stuff. So I do like them, but not as a side item for dinner. but as a late night snack, they would be really, really good.